Hello guys. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how I can integrate my Postman post and then use the get and post method to connect with my D365 finance and operations. Okay. So in the earlier video, I have told you how you can use the get and post method. Okay, and what are the patch method, what are the delete method. So that was a very basic video, and if you follow that video you will be able to understand how Postman works actually. Okay, so Postman is a tool over here. If you come over here, this is the you will you need to go to the Postman download option. Okay, Postman download, how you can download the Postman, that I have told you over here. This is the website. You will go over here, and when you download the Postman you will get an option like this in your machine. Okay, so when if you click on this particular machine, you will be asked to log into this particular environment, and from here you can click on the new button. um, Not here means this is specifically for a blank collection, but if you click on the new button you will get HTTP request, and if you will you want to create a separate environment for your, I've already created an environment for me. So if I go to over here, you will see that there is a global environment which by default given to you. There is a D365 environment where I have worked on. Okay, so I will come on it, what did this access token is and all those things. But firstly, following this video you will be able to install the Postman and connect your Postman with the D365 finance and operations. Okay, so what is the prerequisite for it? In your portal.azure.com, complete a app registration. Okay, so I will show you. This is the portal.app registration. Okay, once you log into the portal.azure.com, you will be able to come over here, and on the portal.azure.com, so you will be getting a app registration. Okay, so I will tell you, 1 second, let me log into the environment. 73. Hmm. Hmm. So this is the home environment when you log into the environment. Okay, nowadays when your D365 FO environment is login, okay, at that time also you give a app registration. So I will request that to use that app registration ID only. Okay, so to log in, so if you go to the app registration, you can you can create a new registration as well, depending upon which type of integration you are doing. Okay, so I will go for the all, and I have utilized the D365 FO over here, and this is the client ID which I have given to my client with which I am able to log in over here. Okay, so over here, so this client ID, you need to give over here also Microsoft Enter ID application. If you go to the system administration module, you need to go to the where you need to go, to the Microsoft Intra ID. Okay, so this is the, yeah, under the setup form. If I collapse all under the setup form, you will get the Microsoft configuration. Where, yeah, this is the Microsoft Enter ID application under the setup of system administration. You will find out. Okay, so the with the application ID, you whatever is the application ID. Okay, so that you give the client ID over here. So this is the client ID I have given over here, D365 FO admin 2. Okay, the user I have also created for me, and if you go to the users, this is a email ID with which my portal.azure.com is logged in. Okay, so simply the client ID you will get from here, you will get a directory ID, this is required, and then there is a client secret. So to create a client secret, you can simply go to the certificates and secrets. From here, this value is required, the secret value is required. Okay, so this value I will suggest that copy it in your Word file and then go ahead. Okay, so let me go to the PPT. So these are the three values which are required when you will access D365 environment in the Postman. And I am 100% sure if you follow my video, you will be able to connect your Postman with D365 development environment, which normally as a developer you will get, and from the outside world you also want to connect. Okay. So in the developer environment, the dev box, you will be able to I will request to download this particular setup. Okay, download setup, and then using the PowerShell command you go to that particular list, and from this go to the particular folder where it is there, and then type the ls is just the list command which gives the list of the problems, and then dot slash and then the exe file. Okay, normally you will not be able to download directly by double clicking or run as administrator. Okay, so I have used the PowerShell command to install it. Once this is installed, you simply come on the environment, create an environment for you, and then follow my PPT what I have done over here. Okay, so I have shown you the app registration, supported accounts. This is the client ID which is required, direct URLs. Okay, so create new secret if required, as client secret value is required in the Postman. Okay, then second, then this thing, what actually this is the value which is required by the secret. Okay, and then what you need to open the Postman, create a new HTTP request. Okay, and then Postman, in the Postman what you need to do, you need to enter the values which I am showing you right now in the system. So what I have done over here is I went to the Postman over here, and under the Postman, if I go to the header option, the body option, sorry, right, post this value login.microsoftonline.com. This is I have given over here, login.microsoft. I will type this also in what is the URL is required. Okay, so this is the URL required. Set up the Postman like this. So I will copy paste this value over here. So this is the URL over here. This is a directory ID. So instead of this, I will enter the directory ID. Okay, so directory ID. Put your directory ID over here, and after this you need to come to this particular body option. Under the body option you need to provide these four values. Okay, so these are the four values: client ID, client secret value, grant type it client credentials, scope is the URL where you are logging in, and then use the dot default option as well. Okay, so this is required, this is mandatory. I will what I can do, I can just give you one by one. Okay, scope and everything. Scope, I believe you will be able to get it now. Okay, so I will keep it over here, the URL, and then from here you post it like this. Put the key value, client ID, client secret, grant type, scope like the same. Okay, and then you will click on the send button. See, I'm doing the send button again for you. Desktop in okay. Let me remove this one, leave it as it is. Go to the desktop version, go to the post button. Same thing I have done. Okay, so simply come over here, XWW from under you are landed code on this option, client ID, secret value, grant types, and the scope you add. Okay, and click on the send button. A form access token will be generated. This is the access token, and this access token is to be utilized on the get method. So when you go to the get method, you just need to copy paste your after the client ID is generated. See over here, the client ID is generated. You can check that your all the OData option or OData is there or not. Okay, so if I click on the slash data, so over here you will find out that all the data is there. Okay, after this you will be able to get it, and then what you need to do, you need to simply click on the come over here. You need to use, I will remove it for now, and put the same value in the authorization. Keep the bearer token. The bearer token is the token which you have recently generated from the post button, and copy paste it and click on the send button. What you will do, you will find out that okay, all the data, whatever the options over here, the data and the metadata, all the values will come up over here. Now let's say for example I want to see the name in the expense zip codes. Is there any value in the zip code or not? So what I can do, I can simply click over here and send the zip code. Okay, so you will be able to get into this particular OData and check out what are the values available in it. Okay, so if there are any value, system will show you. So just a minute. Meanwhile it is getting open, I will show you over here what are the other things you have to do. Once you click on the set up the Postman like this, the OK button will be enabled for you. Okay, means response 200 OK will come to you. Okay, then after that what you need to do is you need to come to this option, save the Postman configuration for future uses, access token, and this access token you can save it in your environment also. So to use so this is the zip code. Okay, all the zip codes are now available to you. Okay, now what I'm saying is that if you want to save this access token, what you can do, you can go ahead with the scripts part. Under the script, if you go to the post response, okay, over here there is a line which you have to type over here. Just a minute. Where it is, D365F4 access token is at by default value. Leave it for now, but what you can do in the post response, you can write a simple line of code. If I have noted down in my screenshot, let me check the client ID. I will come on that later. Okay, so you can save that access token also in the access value. There is a specific code which you can type over here in the post response, and by default this access token will be automatically generated for the environment also. Okay, then when you get the method over here in the bearer token, you can use that you can use it. Okay, in the basic authorization you can utilize that as a variable. So more or less I found that particular this option is more easy for me to understand. Okay, so that's why I did it, that in the post button, whenever a new post button is required, a new access token is required, generate it from here, and after that put the get method. Okay, and get or whatever the values are there in the going forward. I will also come with a CRUD operation in the D365 using the Postman. So that will be my next video. Then I have to follow this particular PPT. You will be able to get it, add the client ID in D365F4, and after the client ID is generated, you can check if OData is accessible or not, and using the result will come like this. And after that, now take one OData, for example customers you want to access. So similarly you can come over here. You need to go to the from the post option, copy from the post this particular token which is generated. Authorization type should be bearer token, and this is the get method. Over here under the get method you can simply post your data customer, and the result will be like this. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. For any update or anything within D365 finance and operations, you need any help, you can connect me on these contacts, and you can also check my check our support team from insightgravity.com. Okay, so this will be helpful for you in any of the D365 query. We will be able to help you out. Okay, so this is all about the Postman. I will revise once again what I have done. Firstly, I have downloaded the Postman. After the Postman, I logged into the Azure portal. In the Azure portal, if you have not created any app registration, you can simply click on the new app registration. Once the app registration name and everything is given, you can have your client ID like this. You can have your tenant ID with this directory ID. The tenant ID you have to give in the Postman over here in the post button. So this is the directory ID. Okay, tenant directory which you have to give over here. Then after that, on this you have to give the client ID, the app registration client ID, the secret value, the client secret value, grant type it client credentials, and scope is by default. Click on the send button. Access token will be generated for you, so using this access token you will be able to copy paste it, go to the get method, and then simply click on this bearer token, control V, and then send. Once it is sent, you will get the values over here. Okay, so this is the expense zip codes. Rather than, let's go to the cust group, which is a smaller one. customer groups. Okay, this is a simple one. Cancel it. Let's go to the send button again. So this is a little bit faster, wholesale and retail. And one more thing you can tell is the question mark and cross company equals to true. Cross company hyphen equals to true, and send it. So what will happen, all the cross company wise or whatever the details are there in the customer group, that will come over here. And if I can find out that data area ID is now enabled, and if you don't give this cross company ID, by default whatever is defined on the users user one, C001 is the accessible by this user, okay, which is with which your app registration is created, that only will come up over here. Okay, so I hope things are clear to you. If there is any doubt and you want to understand what Postman is, how the get, because I was also new to the Postman, then I went inside and I studied, and after that I posted one video, and with that video I was able to complete your I was able to understand the Postman, how the Postman concept is. Then I thought of creating a Postman integration for my one of my workload in D365 Finance and Operations. So that's why I created this video for you. And if there is any query, anything which is left out, please do let me know in the comment section. And I request everyone to go to take 5 minutes of yours. And if you are able to understand anything from my side, then do let me know. And also just if there is any queries or any help, any support required from in D365 Finance and Operations, you can connect with us on the insidegravity.com and on my number. Okay, so thanks everyone for this. Thank you. Bye bye.